their nationality is, or we gonna keep walking around here blind and dumb as a nation of people.
Right.
Where our people, where war's going on all across the world, and our people are ignorant to it, right? Yeah, he going, right? Our people are ignorant to what's going on in the world. A lot of us still thinking we're African American, black, Negro, right? Yep. But all this war that's going on in the world, when destruction hits, our people going to be clueless of what's going on, right? Quick question. If, say, I think you had a problem with the pants earlier, Ezra? You had a problem with the pants earlier? Now watch this. If you keep the Sabbath day, right? Congregating everything, no buying, selling, stuff like that, but you still wear pants on that day, are you keeping the Sabbath day? You're not, right? Watch this. James chapter 2, verse 10. Just as one point. You come back up there. James chapter 2, verse 10. Because we break, I got you. If we break one law, we break all the laws. You understand? Watch this.
James chapter 2 and verse 10. For whosoever shall keep the whole law,
so whoever keep the whole law, go ahead,
and yet offend in one point.
Right, and if you offend in one point, meaning you break one law, right? You keep all the laws of God, but on the Sabbath day, right? And you wear pants, what does it say?
He is guilty of all.
Right, you still guilty of breaking all the other commandments because you're not doing what God said. You understand what I'm saying? So it's important that y'all sisters, y'all keep God's laws. You understand what I'm saying? Right, so I know y'all say y'all gotta go, right? So on Friday, when it's Friday today, when it get dark, y'all shouldn't be buying nothing, don't be selling nothing, right? So that's what y'all have to do. That's the Sabbath day according to the Bible, all right?
That's right.
So now y'all know that y'all Israelites, now we got to learn the commandments and actually keep them.
That's
so
right.
on the flyer, it's an address, it's a phone number, because I'm pretty sure y'all stay up here, right? We got a school we starting in the upstate. Y'all try to come, learn your nationality, learn your history, learn some more laws. You understand what I'm saying? All right, I know y'all got to go, right? Get Luke 14 and 23. Luke chapter 14, verse 23, right? Watch this.
Luke chapter 14 and verse 23.
I ain't holding y'all now. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto his servants, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in.
So I know a lot of our people are wondering, who is all these brothers in purple and gold, right? God says what? Read that again.
Go out into the highways and hedges.
God said go out into the highways and hedges. Where are we at? We're on the highways and hedges by Country Corner, right? And what are we doing? Go ahead.
And compel them to come in.
And do what?
Compel them to come in.
God commanded us to compel you to come in, to learn who you are. My sister right here, my sisters, what is your nationality? Sis, what's your nationality? Your race. Who knows their nationality? Does anybody care what their nationality is? Or are we going to keep walking around here blind and dumb as a nation of people?
Right.
Where our people, where war's going on all across the world, and our people are ignorant to it, right? Yeah, he going, right? Our people are ignorant to what's going on in the world. A lot of us still thinking we're African American, black, Negro, right?
Yep.
But all this war that's going on in the world, when destruction hits, our people going to be clueless of what's going on, right?
That's right.
Read Luke 14 and 23 again.
Luke chapter 14 and verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges.
And where we at? The highways and hedges, and do what?
And compel them to come in.
We're compelling you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to come in. Where you coming into the house of the Lord, to the understanding of this Bible, because our people are lost, our people are simple. We're doing whatever we want to do. We're blind sheep. That's what we are, right? Read on.
Yes, sir. And compel them to come in that my house may be filled.
Go ahead. That's it on that. Get Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. My brother right here that just came in, what is your nationality or your race? What is your nationality or race? That's the question to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Who are you according to the Bible? What is your purpose? What is your duty here on earth? Is it to live, get high, smoke weed, get drunk, right? Have sex with a bunch of women, a bunch of men, and then die? Is that your purpose? Read that.
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud.
What the Bible say?
Cry aloud.
God says cry aloud. That means speak loudly. My sister right here, what is your nationality? Huh? What she sound about? Baptist? No, that's your religion, right? What is your nationality? Your race. Make it simple. Your race. You say you multi? You multiracial? Okay, what did you mix with?
Soft like tribes out of Mexico, Nigeria, or Morocco, Syria, Lebanon. Tell me something else.
Okay, I got you. All right, hang tight. Don't go nowhere now. Let me show you. Let me show you who you are. Wow, we trying to show him he the greatest people created on the earth, and he's like, I ain't want to hear that. That's why I was saying earlier, how people are blind. Only thing they're gonna do, live their life, go get drunk, smoke weed, get high, and then die. That's all our people is worth today. But we're trying to give you a different worth according to the Bible, right? Let me show you who you are, sis. Get Deuteronomy chapter 28. Watch this. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So who is Moses speaking to? Moses is speaking to the children of Israel, the real Jews, according to the Bible. Listen to what he's saying. He says, it's going to come to pass if you will not listen to his voice. Go ahead.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
So God says, if you Israelites do not keep God's commandments, right? Go ahead.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So if you do not keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments this day, what's going to happen?
Then all these curses,
all these what?
Curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, sis, is curses a good thing or a bad thing? Sis, I know you're waiting on the gas, so you ain't got nothing to do right now, right? Is curses a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? My brother behind the car. Is curses a good?
I'm trying to get in this gas.
Okay, well, I can't help that, but while you're waiting, is curses a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? Now let's see some bad things that's going to happen upon the Jews, the Israelites, according to the Bible. You know?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
What did God say?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
God says the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to be cursed in the city.
That's right.
How are our people cursed in the city? We live in a poverty, right? We live in the worst houses, right? A lot of our houses got leaks, got mold, right? That's how we are cursed in the city.
Right.
We're the last ones to get a job, and when we get the job, we're the first ones to get fired. Why? Because God's curses are on us.
That's right.
We're the ones that gotta wait at a gas pump to get some gas to travel wherever we need to travel to. Right? Our people are cursed in the city. Watch this, read on.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
God says the Israelites are going to be cursed in the field.
Right.
What are those fields? The cotton fields. That's where our people were cursed at. This is God's judgment on our people, right?
Right.
Because why? Why is God's judgment on our people? Read verse 15 again. Because our people continue to do it today, and they don't know when God judged them. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God says, if y'all will not listen
to his voice. If y'all will not listen to the Bible, what's going to happen? Keep going.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
To do all his commandments. What is God's commandments? Do not get drunk. Don't buy and sell on God's Sabbath day, which is Friday night, right? Don't smoke weed, you defile your temple. That is God's commandments. You know?
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
Now, what's going to happen to all you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that continue to walk by and not listen to the word of God? What's going to happen?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Because a lot of y'all think that blessing is going to come on y'all once you get high, you get drunk, you break God's Sabbath day, which is on Saturday, and on Sunday, you go to church thinking everything good. No, everything ain't good. Going to church on Sunday ain't going to get rid of them STDs, ain't going to get rid of them lung cancer that you got from smoking weed 24/7, smoking cigarettes 24/7. That ain't going to help. What's going to come upon them for continue to live the same lifestyle that y'all living in now? Read on.
That all these curses.
So God says curses are going to continue to come upon y'all because y'all do not listen to God's commandments.
Yeah, that's right.
You go to church on Sunday and they're not teaching God's commandments, right? Read on.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Right. Cursed shall you be in the city. My sister's in the black car. What is your race? What is your race? Yes, your race. What? Okay, tell me. What is your race? You say you're a lot of races. My brother right here. My brother right here. What is your race? Come back to you, sis. What is your race? Let me out. You say you're many races, right? You say African American, right? You're not African American. So what are you? Huh?
I got the picture.
You said what? You just you? Well, everybody's just them, but everybody got a race, right?
Bring it up.
We are the Israelites according to the Bible. That's our race, and that's your race. That's your race. That's your race. Y'all not black or African American. That's what we was taught ever since we got off the slave ships. Y'all ever wondered what was we doing before we got taken off the west coast of Africa, right? What were we doing? What was our culture? Because before you got taken off the west coast of Africa, it wasn't jamming to Nicki Minaj and Cardi B talking about wet pussy, right? That ain't your culture. Your culture is keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Read that again. Matter of fact, where was you going? The heritage? Get that in the heritage. Let's show you what your culture is according to the Bible. But we know a lot of y'all still not going to listen, so guess what? God's judgment is going to continue to rain on you.
That's right.
Read on.
The book of Sirach, chapter 17 and verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and a law of life for inheritance.
Right. God gave us the laws of life for inheritance. Right. Read that again.
Besides this, he gave them knowledge and a law of life for inheritance.
God gave us his laws for inheritance. A lot of y'all think that listening to this trash rap music, right? Going to the club, getting high, getting drunk, going to the club on Friday night, y'all think that is y'all heritage, y'all culture. But it's not. God's laws, statutes, and commandments is y'all culture. And if y'all continue to live and do the same thing you've been doing for hundreds of years, ain't nothing changed. Matter of fact, let me ask everybody. Everything that we've been doing all our lives, what has changed? We've been marching all our lives since the 60s, 70s, right? Now we march, we vote, we protest. What has that done for the black community? My sister right here with the baby. What has marching, what has voting, what has art protesting, what has that done for the black community? Because a lot of people cry about wanting change, but when the change when the solutions to change the communities come, nobody want to hear it.
Right.
Right? So what should we do? Let me ask the wise of our people. What should we do to change the black community? Right? Right here with the babe shirt. Right? Let me ask you a quick question. What is your race? Say African American? Now, let me educate you, right? Finally, we got one smart black person, right? Who has some sense to come up and try to figure out what's going on, right? African American, right? Where does, because every race has a heritage, a culture, and an origin, right? Where does the term, or where does African American come from? You say Africa? Okay. Well, did you know that the land of Africa, right? The land of Africa, it was conquered by a man named Leo Scipio Africanus, right? Yeah. He had a question, soldier? He had a question? Okay. Africa was conquered by a man named Leo Scipio Africanus. That's a white man, right? And he named that land Africa. America was conquered by another man, right? Amerigo Vespucci. He named this side of the world, America, right? In 1985, Jesse Jackson put those two terms together and put it on our people, right? So now we call ourselves African American. But we was a people before that. You understand what I'm saying? We was a people before that, right? Now get Deuteronomy 28. We're gonna go straight to it. Now watch this. Now, can you come from two Caucasian men? No. So now, if you're not African American, what is your race? Nah. Do you look like a Caucasian?
No, you talking me.
Yeah, you. I'm talking about you. What is your race? If you're not African American, right? Because I come from two white men. Then what is your race? You don't know? All right, that's a good answer. Let me show you your race. Do these look familiar? Like the slave ships?
Yeah.
The chains on the neck? You're familiar with that, right? Now watch this. Do you believe in the Bible? Now, all your life of believing in the Bible, have you ever read black people going on slave ships having chains on their neck in the Bible? Have you ever read that in the Bible? Have you ever read black people going on slave ships and having chains on their neck in the Bible? Working the cotton fields and stuff. You read that before. Where you read that at?
What? No, I've been told it. I didn't read it though.
Okay, you've been told that, but you never read it though. Let me show you. I'll keep this up. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if our people don't listen, right, to the voice of God, a lot of y'all think y'all listen to God's voice every Sunday. Or every time you wake up in the morning or go to sleep, you kneel down on the bed and you put your hands together and you say the Lord's Prayer, right? Not understanding what the heck that's talking about. A lot of y'all think that y'all listening to God's voice, but y'all are not, right? Because God's voice is being spoken right now. God's voice is not up in a pulpit in a church. Let's show them where God's voice is. Hold that. Get Luke 14:23 again. Let's show you what God's voice really is. Because the God's voice, matter of fact, y'all listen to your God's voice, but your God's voice is the devil, which is a white man, a Caucasian man. That is your God. But a lot of y'all, when the real understanding of the Bible is coming out, y'all not listening to it. Y'all can't hear God's voice. Christ said his sheep hear his voice.
That's right.
But obviously, nobody hearing nothing right now. Right? Read that.
Luke chapter 14 verse 23. And the Lord said, and the Lord said unto his servant, go out into the highways and hedges.
So where will God's voice be? Where is that again?
Go out into the highways and hedges.
God's voice is going to be out in the highways and hedges, not in the pulpit in the church on Sunday. That's not what God's voice is.
That's right.
Read on.
And compel them to come in.
And compel the people to come in. That's what God's voice is going to do. Compel the people, the Israelites, to come in. The Israelites are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans according to the Bible. Right? So when you really hear God's voice, you're really going to get an understanding of this Bible. But in the church on Sunday, y'all not going to get an understanding. Going to the club or getting drunk tonight, y'all not going to get an understanding of the Bible. You're not going to hear God's voice. Right? Read on.
That my house may be filled.
Right, now get that in Isaiah where it says you're going to hear a word behind it. I think it's chapter 20. Right, 32 and 20. Get that, right? My brothers, my sister about to get in the car. Huh? You got one? All right, you got a flyer, but do you understand what you're going to read on the flyer? That's the point. You need somebody to teach you what's on the flyer. Y'all are the Israelites according to the Bible. Watch this.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity.
Though the Lord give you the bread of adversity. What is the bread of adversity? That's how people get shot down in the streets. You the poorest ones in this entire country. You living in poverty, Section 8. God give you the bread of adversity. Go ahead.
And the water of affliction.
We're the ones getting afflicted, right? Go ahead.
Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
So you heard that, brother? You heard that, brother? My brother right here. How you doing, bro? Doing good? All right, what's going on? My name is Gad. John. All right, cool. John. Cousin John. All right? Watch this. Let me ask you, what is your race? What is your race?
My race?
Yeah.
I'm black.
You black? Okay. Now you believe in the Bible? Okay, we getting somewhere. Why you don't believe in the Bible? Let me ask that.
Because I got what they call common sense.
Common sense?
I know a lot when I hear.
All right, so it's lies in the Bible?
As far as I'm concerned, yeah.
As far as you're concerned? Okay, show me, help us out. Show me a lie in the Bible that kind of got you like, I don't believe in that. Yeah. Or what have you heard? What have you heard?
Well, personally, I don't believe man walk on water. I don't believe it.
You don't believe man walk on water? Okay, all right. Do you believe?
I think personally there was just a parable, you know what I'm saying, just to show about faith.
Okay, all right. Now, do you believe that a man can tell you what's going to happen to a whole race of people thousands of years ago and then it happened? Moses told the Israelites, which is God's chosen people, right? Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
So Moses told the Israelites, John, this is something that's going to happen, right? Remember what I said. Go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Moses told the Israelites, if y'all will not listen to God's voice, right, which is the Bible, go ahead,
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So if y'all Israelites don't keep God's commandments, right, what's going to happen to the Israelites? Go ahead.
That all these curses.
All these what?
Curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now help me out, John, and sis. What's your name? Denise? All right, so watch this. If God says, if y'all Israelites do not listen to God's voice, curses is going to happen to you Israelites in the future, right? Now watch this. Let's see what you got. Right. So watch this.
Hey, bro. Hey, excuse me for cutting off. Hey, I got to go, man.
You ain't got to go, man. You ain't got to go.
Hey, listen.
Watch this.
1 second.
Yeah.
I have a very tragic thing that happened to me. My son killed himself this morning. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Sorry to hear that. Okay. Let me give you.
I'm with my other son.
I got you. Let me give you a scripture on suicide. Right? Watch this. Wisdom Solomon 1 and 12. I'm gonna show you a scripture on suicide. Right? Watch this. Cause watch this. Why you should believe in the Bible. Right? Hold on. Wait a minute. That's your son. Your son shouldn't be talking to you like that now.
You know.
I understand. You said that's not your daddy? All right. Well, he just said that just now. But watch this. Wisdom Solomon 1 and 12.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 and verse 12.
I ain't crazy now.
Seek not death in the era of your life.
The Bible said do not seek death in the era of your life, right? So John, you should believe in the Bible, because if you understood the Bible, right? Guess what? You could have gave this scripture to your son, whatever he was dealing with, right? Read that again.
Seek not death in the era of your life.
Right. God says do not seek death in the era of your life. Whatever we're going through as a race of people, because our people has been traumatized by slavery.
Right.
And a lot of our people got mental hang-ups on them, right? So we have not been, went to therapy for it. The white man can go to therapy. He got to go to therapy for losing his job.
Right.
But the trauma that happened to us in slavery, we have not been healed from it. We didn't have no therapy from it, right? So because of those effects of slavery, we will kill ourselves, right? No matter what. Read on.
Put not upon yourselves destruction.
God says do not pull upon yourselves destruction. What is that? Suicide. So whoever has that thought of you going through something and you want to kill yourself, God says do not do that. What does it say again? Read it from the top.
Seek not death in the era of your life.
God says do not seek death in the era of your life, right? But a lot of people are seeking death today. And a lot of death going to be happening soon. Why? Because we continue to reject God's laws.
What is a nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.